mind.
And film critic Stephanie Cook is here now with a review of this weekend's top movie, Noah. How about all that controversy surrounding Russell Crowe?
I
And
know,
this
it's really
biblical
interesting.
epic?
Yeah, as for the controversy, if you haven't heard, the National Religious Broadcasters requested that the film studio Paramount Pictures add a disclaimer to the film, which they did. This is the disclaimer, just so you know. The film is inspired by the story of Noah. While artistic license has been taken, we believe that this film is true to the essence, values, and integrity of a story that is a cornerstone of faith for millions of people worldwide. The biblical story of Noah can be found in the book of Genesis, close quote. I only mention that because the story of Noah in the Old Testament has some missing parts in the Old Testament, and the film has to fill them in. Some people have taken issue with that, and that is the controversy. But nevertheless, the film version of the story, Noah, a descendant of Adam and Eve's son Seth, hides with his family on the fringe areas of humanity. The human population has turned to total wickedness. Noah, played by Russell Crowe, has visions that he believes is sent by the Creator and determines that a great flood is coming to cleanse the earth. So he gathers the family to tell them what he knows they must do.
Our family has been chosen for a great task. To save the innocent.
The innocent?
The animals.
Why are they innocent?
Because they still live as they did in the garden.
Yes. We need to save enough of them to start again.
But what of us?
I guess we get to start again too. In a new and better world. But first, we have to build.
The great flood is coming. The waters of the heavens will meet the waters of the earth. We build a vessel to survive the storm. We build an ark.
So Noah's task is to build an ark to save the innocent, the animals of course, and with a little help from the Watchers, which seem to come right out of The Hobbit, they build a massive ark. While the characters develop and Noah sees that there is both good and evil in everyone, even his sons and himself. This realization creates an amazing conflict in Noah. As the flood comes, his faith is tested, his loyalty both to the Creator and his family are at odds. Crowe does a good job as Noah, managing to show the conflict within and the challenges he faces. Jennifer Connelly as Noah's wife, Naamah, does the same. She really shines in one scene faced with the ultimate choice of life and death and the future of their family. It's a scene that is utterly wrenching. Anthony Hopkins appears as the very Yoda-esque grandfather Methuselah and is definitely an acting standout in the film. The film itself really plays in the moment more like sci-fi than biblical epic, but I realized later that a lot of things in the Old Testament actually do seem very sci-fi if you look at them. The special effects are at times really cool, and the flood itself is on point, really something to see. While writer-director Darren Aronofsky, acclaimed for films like The Wrestler and Black Swan, among others, does take some license, the essential elements of the story of Noah and the Great Flood are there: betrayal, obedience, faith, and redemption. Controversy aside, a thought-provoking film to say the least, and the disclaimer for me, I have to tell, Russell Crowe sings.
In this movie?
Yes, I have to say that for
Noah
all the
sings.
people like myself who shudder at the memory of him singing in Les Mis. Like, I swore if I ever knew he was singing again, I would
Singing
not see
Noah.
it. I did not know it, and they did it on purpose. They did not show a clip of it anywhere in any trailer.
Okay, first question for you. Is this appropriate for children?
You know, I took my 10-year-old. It's PG-13 for violence and a little suggestive content. There's a little wickedness
Right.
alluded to. It scared him. Like the visions that come from, and I only did it because he's used to violence. You know, you have to judge as a parent what you think your children can do, or handle. And I thought for me, like, he's seen some other things like Hunger Games and things like that he's been fine with. But there is a very scary scene when he has the vision of the Great Flood coming.
Right.
It's very scary, and it made him hide his face. But ultimately, when he walked out, he really did like the movie.
Okay, Russell Crowe and Jennifer Connelly back together again since
After Beautiful Mind, yep.
And it seems like Beautiful Mind and Gladiator, 2 great movies by Russell Crowe. It's been a while since he's really put out an epic. Is this an epic for him? Is this good? Or
It is an epic because it spans such a great amount of
but
time.
is it a hit for him?
I mean, it will be just because people want to see it. Whether they want to see it because of their faith and they just want to see it, or they want to see it because of the controversy, or a mix of the two. But I think the thing that's interesting for me is that it is so much more sci-fi. So even if you don't care about the story from the Old Testament, just the sci-fi elements of it, like the Great Flood comes and it's bursting from the ground, and the epic scene for me in the movie is the rise of the flood and the thousands and thousands of people clinging to the ark that they do nothing to save, and that's really wrenching.
Everybody loves the story of Noah. Did you love the movie?
I liked the movie, and there are some great elements, and I love Darren Aronofsky. He's one of my favorite directors. I'm giving it 3.5 out of 5 cookies. It didn't go all the way for me, but there are definitely some elements there that are worth seeing, especially, you know, I always look for that scene that sets it apart, and the rise of the Great Flood and how massive the ark is in the film, and the coming of the animals, which you saw some of there. A really, really spectacular special effects there.
3.5 cookies, major special effects. Thank you, Cookie. Good job.
You are welcome.
All righty, make sure to check out Stephanie Cook's movie review blog. You can find it at blogs.wavy.com and click on THRS movie reviews links. All righty, still